Hello, Jenny, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. We're about to begin Fluid Dynamics, which is a very long episode. This one's both really cool and really annoying, so let's see how I feel about it today.
Welcome to the CUDA system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's a privilege, Admiral. Even in the Klingon Empire, we've heard stories of Voyager's travels.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now.
Okay then.
The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, locate, and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Open the singularity, Admiral Tuvok. Okay. Let's do this thing. Sure, let's scan the gas first. He's right in our path, might as well. Now into the singularity. Alright, welcome to fluidic space.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. We'll take point and find the source of the signal. Sir, we're being affected by a wave-like current in fluid space, causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledged. So, basically in fluidic space there's a constant river with movement, which is why our ship is just lifting in various directions. But we are heading towards this thing over here, because it is a Borg design. Some kind of Borg device, sir. I recommend we approach and get a closer scan. You got it. Alright, scan the Borg device. So you can see we just shifted. Scans indicate this is an interplexing beacon, sir. The Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that comprises fluidic space. These relays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. Set course for the next beacon. Alright. Beacon number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Scan the beacon, don't slam into the beacon. Okay, we went through the beacon. Data acquired, sir. There appear to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Set a course for the next beacon. Okay, we're still on course. Just barely, but we're still on course. That was a slide into home there. Okay. Beacon number 3 of 5. There it is. So at 6 meters I can begin scanning. Captain, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within fluid space with a Klingon Defense Force signature. Recommend we investigate, Captain. Another ship of the fleet may require assistance. Agreed. Set an intercept course for the source of the signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. Okay, so the Venture is going to remain here and do some studying while we investigate a Klingon signature. Who knows how a Klingon ship got stranded in fluidic space, but if we can help them out, we probably should. Okay then.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. Ground itself is a framework for living creatures.
Interesting.
Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
Scan Klingon ship. Stop moving. Curious, these ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Beta quadrants, but they cannot have been constructed there. We're taking alloys that are not used in standard ship construction. Run a metallurgical analysis. Aye, sir, running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and in different Iconian technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? I intend to find out. Sir, I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through. On screen. Those must be more Iconian frauds. We indeed are destroying them. Sir, we're picking up an incoming distress call from the USS Venture. On screen.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Set course to the Venture, maximum speed. The Borg are here, okay. Doesn't know what happens. I find that interesting when she said the Borg are here. Escape pods. Hello, escape pods. Beam aboard, escape pods. Yep. Dr. Cooper was in an escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak to you from the transporter room. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now!
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong. We're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in the escape pods.
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Cooper, but we have a mission to complete. Alright. Back to the mission. I'm just gonna go this way. So there's the next one. Not like you can see the Borg structure in the background over there. Alright, approaching quickly. Stop. Excuse me. Just because I turned doesn't mean that you should stop scanning. Beacon scan, sir. Coordinates on final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. The last beacon should give us the information we need. Alright, there's the last beacon. And there's all the Borg beyond it. Oh, there we go. Sir, this is the final beacon. I have the coordinates of the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shields up, proceed with caution. Please go forward now, thank you. I pressed the wrong button. Okay.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Acknowledged. We're going in. Follow my lead, huh? There they go. And there's the rest of the fleet, following my lead. Okay, let's get in here and start shooting stuff.
Is that a Borg Unimatrix? It's enormous!
I admit that it is an impressive structure.
Yeah, shields mean nothing here. Thank you. You should have been blown up a while ago. Okay, oh, I was too close. Way too close. Taking out spheres. Oh, there's another simulator. Oh, I forgot about that. I haven't used it in such a long time. Okay, I destroyed him. Okay. Now we've got a sphere and a simulator over this way. Oh, there's another simulator down there. Okay. Well, allies don't seem to be doing much. I wish I hit the first one back a lot sooner, but that's okay. Okay, we are finally getting some support from our allies, so that's good. We hold you down and fire this thing at you. That's decent significant damage. Also do that. There we go. Oh, nice, leveled up. Another simulator on the other side. Attack that one. There we go. Unnecessary.
Technology is jamming our deflector. We must destroy it before we can retreat.
Okay. That was different. For some reason, sir, sensors are detecting invading fleets converging on this location. We cannot fight down on board. Okay. This is different. I very distinctly remember that Diamond is preparing a feedback pulse. Hold your fire. Okay. The way I remember this going is that all of those Borg would have been on us in an instant. Instead, I couldn't deal with them until they activated, which is never happened before, so let's do that. Let's go do that. -1, I wonder what that means. Let's do what we need. And that is what he's doing. This is going to do a lot of damage. There we go.
Recommended immediate withdrawal.
Yeah, we can't really be gone from here before the Undine find us. Because they're gonna planet killer this thing. There's all the other ships. Well, they should be heading towards the exit. Oh, yeah, there they go. They just get to teleport over here. Okay. And they form up. Yep, they annihilate everything. As it should be. Undine should not be Borg territory. Oh, I gotta love those horns. Last generation lockbox, along with the other key items as seen in Picard Season 3. Okay. Alright, you like to load long time, don't you? Oh, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it did. For some reason I remember it being longer. I guess we're not
We
done
need
yet.
to report to our respective commands immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in fluidic space?
The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. Alright, let's scan the gas again. I am ready to depart. Here we go. Okay, so we should be leveling up again after completing this mission. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in fluidic space, but it looks like the Undine will in time. Perhaps we can reach out to them, they are formidable warriors and would be mighty allies for the Empire. However, I find your reports of false flagships in fluidic space troubling. The Iconians are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we're invading their space and would explain everything that's happened. When our space is breached, we attack and eliminate our aggressors. The Undine will respond in a similar fashion, and our dimension will be their battlefield. Okay, let's grab one of these things that will sell for a high price.
Congratulations, Captain.
And we level up again. And give us the new mission. Captain, a group of our people are trying to create a new homeworld. Seal's capital city has erupted into fighting since she disappeared. So-called saviors struggle for power, and new ones rise and fall every day. We are witnessing the end of days in an empire. I belong to a group of Romulans who, like you, want to survive. With our leader, Titan, we are throwing off the shackles of our past. We reject secrecy and deceit in favor of democracy and cooperation in creating a new world. We will remake our culture. We have found a planet we call Mul Rihan, New Romulus, in our mother tongue. It can be ours, but we have much to do before we can truly call it a home. Our government has authorized me to ask you for assistance. Our people have been in strife for too long. Can you look past our history and help us build a new world? You'll have my support. So now comes the short New Romulus storyline. I think they might have fixed the issue with it, but if not, then I will go into detail what the issue is with this mission. Cause it's a pretty big issue. It's one of the reasons why hardly any of my characters make it past about here. Okay. Now I need to know which ones I'm getting and which ones I'm not getting. Shoot. I should have opened that beforehand. Alright, well, forget it. I'll level up after the episode. Okay, let's go to New Romulus. Transwarp to New Romulus. Okay. I'm gonna need one of these two. Technically, I should be able to access a bank on New Romulus. However, I don't know how true that is. No, I think there's a bank right near the entrance. So let's start this mission, technically. Alright, beam to New Romulus. Captain, we're ready to beam down to New Romulus at your command. The Romulans are suggesting to bring a small away team. Beam to New Romulus? Yes, of course we'll take Dr. Crusher. She is definitely my favorite doctor.
We have the strength now. With the help of Starfleet and the Empire, we could destroy what's left of the Tal Shiar. We would be safe. We would be free.
There are too few of us left to fight amongst ourselves. Military action should be our last option.
I don't see how talking to them will be enough. But I'm a warrior, not a politician. If my people are to find a home here, there must be a leader capable of building a new future, of looking past our differences to find harmony. You are that leader, Titan.
Since I was a child hiding in the sewers of the capital with the reunificationists, I have worked toward the day when the Romulans would once again walk beside their Vulcan brothers and sisters. Before that can happen, we need to rebuild. We need a home to replace what was lost, to see past our grief and find acceptance. We need to reconcile with the Remans and end the centuries of strife and oppression. The fate of both our peoples rests here. We either create a new homeworld out of the ashes, or we wither and die. Thank you for agreeing to assist us. I'm grateful that both the Federation and the Empire have temporarily put aside their differences to help create a new Romulus. This proves that unification is possible, both for my people and for yours.
That's
We're
not
building a
untrue.
new home here. Romulans and Remans can't continue on like nothing has changed. Everything is different. We are a changed people. The loss of Romulus wounded us greatly, but that wound will not be fatal. There is a great deal of work to do before we can truly call this our new home. But with your help, I know Mold Rihan, or New Romulus in your language, will someday be as great as what we lost. Kylor is in charge of the staging area. He can give you more information about what we need. There's much to do, and little time. We left our first home to remain free. We lost our adopted home to treachery. May this world be the home we have sought for so long. A place where our descendants can live in peace.
Wonderful, Datan, wonderful. Okay. So now that that's over, welcome to New Romulus. Alright, let me see here. This should be... Oh good, I got the Lucky Grunts with me right now. Oh, that's a rival log. I don't really care about that. So because these are new transporter systems, whenever you have to literally walk to an area, find a transporter, and put your system in the buffer, your data in the buffer, so that way you can use the new transporter. On the plus side though, I have access to a bank, so I don't have to go all the way back to Phonos to do that, which is very helpful. Have I been making any progress on this? Yes, I have. Last I knew it was near 300, so I'm definitely making progress. Okay. So talk to General Kavira. You are General Kavira. Thank you for coming to New Romulus, Captain. Since the destruction of the Romulan homeworld, Romulan space has been unstable. We have done our best to keep the situation contained, but as Taylor said, an unpredictable enemy is the most dangerous foe. The Romulans have been blinded by pain and rage, lashing out at anyone who is foolhardy enough to approach. Normally we would not concern ourselves with yet another attempt to reunify the Romulan people like the town is doing here. The High Council, however, sees this one differently. The town has managed to gain the support of the Remans, something we ourselves are still working to do. The town has strength of conviction, and he does not want to build a military empire. In short, he does not want to be our enemy. We have a chance here to cut the head off of the state. If the Romulans change their ways, we will have eliminated one of our most dangerous enemies without a single blow. There was once a time when our people and the Romulans were allies. It could happen again, with your help. I look forward to working with the Romulan Republic. The Emperor needs you to blah 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 blah. Okay, exit. Leave me alone, okay. And then I have to introduce myself to the foreman, who is you.
Let me brief you on the situation here.
Okay.
We're building a new city here, at the site where people first landed on this world more than 2,000 years ago, after the Sundering. Our Reman friends will take the lower levels, where they can feel most at home. We'll use the staging area as a landing site for shuttlecraft, and a place to coordinate construction and future shipping. Many of our records were lost with the homeworld. But what we do have indicates that there was a battle here before the colony ships left to find Romulus.
You found what could be
The Sword of the Raptor Star, one of our most revered artifacts.
here on this world.
There's still much we need to learn about this world and its inhabitants. This creature, for example, how did it adapt to the radiation that until recently made this world unsuitable for colonization? Recent scans are showing the radiation falling into manageable levels. With modern technology and your assistance, this should be a place where the Romulan and Reman people can thrive for generations to come. We've found ruins that date back to the Sundering, and beneath them, signs of what may be a much older civilization. Who lived here eons ago? What happened to them? We're doing what we can, but we can't do it alone. If you're here to help, I'll get you started.
All right. There's much work to be done. Okay, I'm guessing you're gonna auto-give me that. Yeah, there we go. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and not enough hands to do the work. My job is to organize volunteers, so grab a spanner or collect reports and volunteer already. You might even get that fancy uniform a little dusty. Dirty work is honest work. Okay then. Alright, Kitty, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. And as well as at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!